For some reason, this story really, it grabs them, it does.
The stories that seem the hardest to hear.
I do have memories. The traumatic things that happen, I remember.
Are often the ones that are the most important to tell.
I'm a survivor of the Holocaust. I was 4 years old when the Nazis came into our town.
Her town was in Latvia, and on March 15, 1941, German soldiers took this photograph.
This picture of these women, how they stood arm in arm bravely.
The strength that they even had to stand up and stand up straight for this photograph, even though they knew perfectly well what the next few minutes were going to bring.
What happened next is they were marched over to a pit, stripped completely, and shot.
They murdered 17,500 people in these ditches that they had dug in 3 days. My entire family was in that massacre.
Shelley Weiner would have been one of them if her mother and aunt hadn't found a local farm family to hide them for nearly 2.5 years in this house near their village. Shelley and Raya are two of the 80,000 or so Holocaust survivors left in America.
We know that she is her daughter and that these two are related.
Artist Victoria Milstein wants to make sure that once they're no longer here to remind us, what happened to them won't be forgotten.
Portrait of these women, the sculpture is as much about the feet as the arms and the eyes.
So Milstein is creating a sculpture based on that haunting photograph that will be North Carolina's first and only Holocaust memorial dedicated to women.
The visual journey of our lives is recorded by artists.
It isn't an exact replica of the photo. The little girl, for example, was hiding behind her mother, apparently aware of what was about to happen.
I put her forward. I put her next to her mom because my heart couldn't take that she would be behind her.
Milstein wanted to emphasize the humanity in all 5 of them.
They were women. They were my mother. They were your sister. They were your daughter. And then one in the end, she's pushing her hair away. Like it's a normal day in Latvia where she's being photographed with her girlfriend.
Within moments, they were all gone. But in the darkest of times, they stood resolute.
These women are gathered together and they're looking straight at us. Remember this history. Remember us. This can never happen again. Be a witness.
As long as she and her cousin Raya are still with us, Shelley Weiner will be a witness. Once their time is done, it will be the job of this memorial to speak for them. Bob Buckley.
It was quite a life.
Fox 8 News.